guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today I'm going to be talking about tools for working online or working anywhere, working from home, or if you want to be a digital nomad. Now these are the tools that I've been using myself when I work from home in the last 10 years or anywhere that I've been traveling to. These are the tools. Now this is the third video in the work from home series. You guys can check out right here the other videos to go through like what are the tools, what are the niches to go through when you're working online, and of course the step-by-step process. Now going right into it, I'm going to talk about the must-haves, the things that you really need to have if you're starting out, and the nice-haves, because those are two different things. Now I'm going to be talking about digital tools that you'll be using. So these are going to be Chrome extensions. These are just online. Everything is online. You don't have to buy anything physical. And if you guys want to check out the physical tools that you need to work on from home, then I already did that video. You can check that out. The must-haves are basically, the first one is a Gmail account. Now, I know there's so many other email providers you could be using, Yahoo or other ones. I haven't actually diverted in the last 10 years. It's just always been Gmail. But I recommend Gmail for a lot of different things. One, it opens you up to be able to use their whole suite, Google Docs, Google Sheets. And for me, that has been the most useful because it's the easiest way to share documents to other people. It's the easiest way for me to gain access to other people's documents, because a lot of people also use Google's whole work, I guess, tools. So that's the first thing that I would recommend, actually, is just having a Gmail account, because then that sets you up for all of the other accounts that you'll be making for your tools for working from home. Now, from your Gmail account, it has to be something formal and memorable when you're making your, if you don't have a Gmail account, it has to be something memorable and something that's easy for you to tell people if you're networking, if you are putting it on a business card. It has to be something memorable. So it has to be memorable and easy for you to explain, put in a business card. Now, after you have your Gmail, the next thing is to have a place that they can pay you, and that is PayPal. Now, there's a lot of bad news about PayPal. There's places like Payoneer also they can try out. But PayPal is just the place where it's easiest to connect a lot of things to. Now, if you don't want a PayPal account, if you are a Filipino, I would actually recommend that you set up a Union Bank account. Now, when you set up a Union Bank account, you might want to get a GetGo account, because that's actually the easiest way. I have links in the description below more on that, on how to get a GetGo card, but it's the easiest, like no barrier. Also, it's just $500 a year. Membership has no like, you don't have to maintain balance. You don't have to show a lot of documents to prove who you are. So it's the easiest way if you're just starting to work from home. Now with Union Bank, you can connect it to both almost any other service that's online payment service out there. You can connect it to PayPal. You can actually connect using a Union Bank account. You can connect it to withdraw money out of. You can connect it to TransferWise. That's another one that I've been hearing a lot of really good news about. It's just usually super quick when you have a Union Bank account. Having your boss being able to send money really quickly here to the Philippines, Union Bank is actually just overall awesome. At least that's been my experience for the last couple of years. It's been what I use. So having a Union Bank account hooked up to your PayPal, to your TransferWise account, just so it's easier for your boss or whoever you're working with to send you money. Now, once you have the payment service, the next thing I would actually recommend is Google Drive. That's why I need you guys to have a Gmail first. Now, when you have a Google Drive, that's where you store all of your files. So everything is just on the cloud. Most of my documents, other than my photos, maybe the heavy documents that I have, other than like videos or photos, all of my files are on the Drive. Because if, God forbid, and I really don't want this, if my computer gets wet or something happens and I don't have anywhere else that I have my file saved on, I have Google Drive to back up. And I can also start working from anywhere because everything is on my Google Drive. So it's so much easier for me to get started if I lose everything. Everything's just on my Google Drive. So that's why I recommend Google Drive. You can use other tools, Dropbox, other places, but for me, I've been using Google Drive. You just need a place to store your files, your documents that is just online. It's on the cloud where you can access it anytime if you need to. Once you have Google Drive, the next one is a communication tool, which would be Slack. I recommend Slack because it's free. You can add people into your organization if you need to. If you have like multiple clients and you're also working with other people on different projects, Slack is just a good place to have. Although you do need like an organization to join into. So if you don't have Slack, then the next would be, if you have a Gmail, you already have Google Hangouts on there. And also you can have Skype. But for me, I prefer using Slack for a lot of the time, because then it's easier for me to create like groups. It's easy for me to create like I can have just one channel. That's what they call it, channels or group chats, between just three people, and then add the people in easier at different times. So that's just where just a communication tool is very important, because then you know a place how you communicate. Most people would say Facebook Messenger. I didn't recommend it that much because it's too distracting when you're trying to communicate with a client and you're also like on a social platform. So I would recommend Slack or Hangouts if you're just trying out. Just Google Hangouts. Once you have a Gmail account, you have a Google Hangouts account. You can use the same thing. And then the next thing that I would recommend as a must-have when trying to work from home, working online, is Vidyard or any screen recording tool. Now, the reason why I recommend this so much is because we are working from home, because we're not face to face with our employer, it's easy to have miscommunications on what we mean by, can you change the image on here or on this page? So having a screen recording tool where you can just turn on the hit record button, talk about what it is that's unclear to you, and then send it to them, send a link to them, makes everything so much easier. So having a screen recording tool, again, I use Vidyard. It's just a cool tool, and I can easily like go through like tons of information at different points, giving people instructions maybe, or delegating tasks, or being able to explain something to a client. That's just something that I like to use, because then I could choose to have my picture, my face on there. Now, those are your must-haves. Those are the things that you need to have in order to start working from home. If you are a little bit further along, after a few months, or you're already starting to get clients, these are the next tools for the next level. Now, the first one is actually going to be a task or project manager. Now, there's a lot of them. There's Trello, there's Asana. What I use is ClickUp. Not a lot of people have heard of ClickUp, but I love ClickUp. It's what I've been using for months. I have tried almost everything under the sun as a project manager. I've used Airtable, I've used Basecamp, I've used a lot of them. ClickUp has been the only thing that has been working for me, because then it works for when I try to make like video, like planning out my video content, planning out my blog content, planning out like the tasks that I need to do this week at work, and also tasks that I want to do for myself for my branding. So all of that is inside of ClickUp, because it's my favorite tool is actually just a calendar. The fact that I can see multiple boards, like I could have 5 different boards, up till 10 maybe, 10 different to-do list boards, and then see them all in one calendar, so I can see everything. Okay, these are the things that need to be done this week. That's my favorite about ClickUp. I have not seen that anywhere else, that it's free. That's another thing about ClickUp that I love, is that it is free. To have all of the features that I need. Now you might want to upgrade, if you might want to like look at other things, but like other features, but like ClickUp has everything that you will need, and it's free. So most of the tools that I've been talking about, by the way, are all free. It's all downloadable. I'll put the links below to make sure that you guys can find it, but it's all just downloadable. Do not have to pay for anything. Like, I think PayPal's the only thing that might have like a barrier of entry, because it takes out fees when you're getting paid, but everything else is free. The next one, the next nice to have if you're working from home, working online, will be a password manager. Now, I use Bitwarden myself. Other people, I've used LastPass before. That's another one. These are Google extensions that will save your password for you, so you don't have to remember any of them ever. This is also more secure because you can randomize your passwords. So it's not just the same password for the 10 social media accounts that you have. You can do do the characters and all of that really fit really well, because then it saves all of them and makes sure that you don't have to remember any of them anymore. You just have to remember the one password. Don't forget the one password that you set for it, and then you never have to remember another password again. So that's the awesome thing that is just really nice to have, because it has saved my butt so many times when I'm just trying to log in. I don't want to do the forget password thing, and it's just there in my Bitwarden, or used to be in my LastPass. The next thing that's just nice to have would actually be Canva. Now, this is not like a general tool thingy. I recommend Canva so much because the next few tools that I'll be recommending would be so much easier when you have Canva. Now, Canva is an online tool where you can just create portfolios. You can create so many things out of it. You create portfolios. You can have your invoices made there. You can have your social media posts made there. It's just so flexible. I'm always amazed how flexible Canva is, and I love it so much. It's the thing that I've been using. Everyone in our company who has anything related to graphics uses it. So Canva is your best friend probably when you're trying to work from home, because it has so much flexibility on what you can do. You can make business cards on it. You can make like 10-page explanation documents. You can make slide presentations on there. So it's just really flexible on what you need. So Canva, I would recommend it like to high heaven because it is so cool. Now the next few ones are kind of be connected to Canva because that's why I wanted to do it this way. So the first one is going to be an online portfolio. It's basically one place where I can, if I was going to hire you, I would find most of your best works, probably not all, because you might have different employers who don't want you to post what you've done for them, but it would be one place where I can just click. You'll just send me a link, and this could be as easy as this could be as easy as just a website, a really super simple landing page website, and then it will just have everything. That's if you have a website. But if you want to use just super low key, no payment, is you can use Canva to showcase all of that and put it into PDF. So it doesn't have to be something that is uploaded online. It could be just PDF that you made on Canva, screenshots of what you've done, explanation of what you've done. So that's one other tool that's just nice to have, is a portfolio that has most of your works. And then on Canva, you can keep updating that. That's another nice thing with Canva, because it saves all of your designs. So if you want to update your portfolio or your resume, you can go back into that same design and just put in and then just download it again, and then that's what you send to clients. So nice to have is just an online portfolio. The next thing would be a templated invoice. Now an invoice can be done in PayPal. It can be done in different there's a lot of other software out there when you're trying to create invoice. But if you're just starting out, having your templates be just on Canva, and then just putting in, because on Canva, one of the awesome things that I love about it is you can put a button that has a link inside of it, and it's a PDF that you can send to people. Now you can have them just be sent just to your PayPal, or it can just already have like your bank details right there. It doesn't have to be that you have a fancy invoice software. It can be as easy on Canva. It's free. You don't have to worry about it. Plus it's templated, so you can use it over and over again when you're sending invoices to clients. Now that's it for the top tools that I recommend if you're trying to work online, from home, or anywhere. Please comment below if I missed anything. If there's any tool that you cannot live without, or tool that you recommend when you're trying to work from home, because then I can explore it, I can look over it, and when I do another video like this again, I'll make sure to recommend and give you a shout out. In next week's video, I'm going to talk about branding, how to actually brand yourself online so people who are trying to hire you, can find out all about you without having to ask too many questions. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, click a thumbs up, and again, hit that notification bell if you want more of these videos. Now I post every Sunday, and if you want more content, check out these two videos here, and then hit subscribe on my face right there. Just hit subscribe on my face. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Remember that small steps matters. See you in the next video.